Lights, camera, action!
Want to see more American champions? We have to get our amateur.
Поединок, и мы знаем, Седрик может отойти в любую секунду.
Cue the electrifying world of Dmitry Bivol, where power meets intellect in a thrilling dance of strategy and willpower. Buckle in, dear viewers, as we dive headfirst into the story of this boxing titan, decimating boundaries with his unbending will and sheer brilliance. Baptized by fire and molded by steel, Dmitry Bivol stands tall, a titan in a world where power and determination collide. Every punch he throws echoes with the strength of his unshakable will, a testament to his unwavering determination and a silent promise of never backing down. Yet what truly sets this pugilistic savant apart is the blinding brilliance of his sharp mind. Dmitry isn't just a brawler, he's a chess player in the boxing ring. Each jab, every hook, every uppercut is a calculated move, a strategic play. He's shrewd, intelligent, and cunning, turning opponents into mere pawns in his grand game. Dmitry Yuryevich Bivol was born on December 18, 1990, in a place called Tokmak, which was part of the Kyrgyz SSR. He got his looks and distinct facial features from his parents. His mom was Korean, and his dad had Moldovan roots. At the young age of 6, Dmitry started getting really interested in boxing and trained hard with a coach named Vyacheslav Sharapov. After the Soviet Union broke up, Dmitry's family moved to Russia and settled in St. Petersburg. At that time, Dmitry was 12 years old, and he, along with his sisters Olesya and Veronica, began attending a regular school. His parents wanted him to focus on his studies after the move and not do martial arts. However, Dmitry joined a sports club on his own and later joined a prestigious boxing program at the Palace of Pioneers, where he was trained by a coach named Nikolai Isaev. Coach Nikolai saw a lot of potential in Dmitry, and he started winning junior boxing competitions. Dmitry worked really hard and earned the title of Master of Sports. He did great in tournaments and became one of the best amateur boxers under the age of 17. He won the Russian championship 2 times and was a top performer at the Kazan Universiade. He claimed the top spot in the Russian National Amateur Boxing Championships in 2012 and 2014. His impressive amateur record stands at 268 wins and 15 losses. Bivol ventured into the world of professional boxing in November 2014, kicking off his career with a remarkable streak of 6 consecutive victories by knockout. During the early stages of his professional journey, Bivol engaged in sparring sessions with Igor Mekontsev, Jean Pascal, and Vyacheslav Shabransky. Although he resides in St. Petersburg, he chooses to hone his skills and train in Southern California. On May 21, 2016, Bivol claimed the interim WBA light heavyweight championship in a resounding victory over the previously undefeated Felix Valera, securing a unanimous decision with judges' scores of 119, 107, 119, 107, and 116, 111. Bivol's dominance was evident as he dropped Valera twice with precise combinations. At the time, the WBA featured 3 different world titles, and Bivol held the intermediate version. His initial title defense took place on February 23, 2017, against Robert Berridge, which proved to be a one-sided affair. Bivol swiftly dispatched Berridge, pummeling him for 4 rounds before sealing the win with a technical knockout. Berridge found himself knocked down in the 3rd round, and as round 4 commenced, Bivol opened a cut over Berridge's right eye. With another knockdown and Berridge bleeding profusely, the ringside doctor halted the contest. Bivol continued his championship reign with a defense against Samuel Clarkson on April 14, 2017. Bivol once again demonstrated his supremacy by sending Clarkson to the canvas twice in the opening round, delivering another knockdown with a precise right hand in the 4th round. Although Clarkson managed to rise, the referee decided to stop the fight, granting Bivol a TKO victory. Following his triumph over Clarkson, Bivol set his sights on a showdown with WBA regular champion Nathan Cleverly. He took part in a non-title match against Cedric Agnew on the undercard of Ward Kovalev 2. Notably, Agnew had previously been defeated by Clarkson. Bivol maintained his winning streak, securing a swift and emphatic fourth-round TKO as he sent Agnew to the canvas in the first round. Even though Bivol was the interim champion and supposed to fight Cleverly, the WBA made an exception, letting Cleverly face Badu Jack instead. After Jack beat Cleverly, the WBA wanted to have a bidding process to decide who would fight Bivol next. After the other two WBA titles became vacant, Dmitry Bivol, who was the interim champion, became the full champion. He was set to have an optional defense fight against Trent Broadhurst on November 4th, 2017, at the Salle des Étoiles. Bivol secured a victory in the match with a knockout, delivering a powerful right-handed punch at the end of the first round. In his match on March 3rd, 2018, Dmitry Bivol faced his toughest opponent yet, Sullivan Barrera. Bivol clearly dominated the fight and ultimately stopped Barrera in the 12th and final round. Throughout the match, Bivol outboxed and outpunched Barrera. In the final round, he delivered a powerful right-hand punch that knocked Barrera down. Although Barrera got back on his feet, the referee, Harvey Dock, decided to end the fight, declaring it a TKO at 141. During the bout, Bivol suffered a cut over his right eye early on, and a swelling developed over his left eye as the fight progressed. Both of these injuries resulted from accidental head clashes. After the fight, Bivol acknowledged Barrera's skill, stating, "I felt a bit like an amateur tonight. It was a really tough opponent. Barrera showed me a lot of things and I have to work on many aspects. Thanks, Sullivan. I was a bit cautious thinking about how to go the distance, but in the 12th round I knew I could knock him out. I went all out and the knockout happened." On June 6, 2018, it was announced that Dmitry Bivol would defend his WBA title against the experienced challenger, Isaac Chilemba. On August 4th, Bivol expressed his excitement about facing a tough opponent like Chilemba and promised an exciting performance for his fans. In front of a packed crowd of 5,642 spectators, Bivol secured a unanimous decision victory over Chilemba, marking Chilemba's 6th career defeat. All three judges scored the bout in favor of Bivol, with scores of 120-108, 120-108, and 116-112. Chilemba displayed a sturdy chin, absorbing Bivol's best punches in the early rounds. Bivol also showcased his defensive skills, blocking many of Chilemba's punches. In their first encounter in November 2018, Dmitry Bivol defended his WBA light heavyweight title against Jean Pascal and secured a unanimous decision victory after 12 rounds of competitive boxing. Bivol dominated the fight with his technical skill and precision, while Pascal demonstrated resilience and determination. Bivol's superior boxing ability and effective ring control allowed him to claim the victory, solidifying his status as a formidable champion in the light heavyweight division. Dmitry Bivol defeated Joe Smith Jr. on March 9, 2019, at the Turning Stone Resort Casino in Verona, New York. Bivol won by unanimous decision with scores of 119-109, 119-109, and 118-110. Bivol's dominant performance was evident from the punch stats provided by CompuBox. Bivol threw 714 punches compared to Smith Jr.'s 395, and Bivol landed 208 punches while Smith Jr. landed only 39. Bivol also had a higher accuracy rate, with 29% compared to Smith Jr.'s 10%. On October 10, 2019, just 2 days before his fight against Gilbert Lennon Castillo, Dmitry Bivol was promoted to the full WBA Super Light Heavyweight Champion. On October 12, 2019, Bivol faced Gilbert Lennon Castillo as part of the undercard for Oleksandr Usyk during the fight. Bivol knocked down his opponent in the 6th round with a powerful right-hand punch, ultimately securing a convincing unanimous decision victory. The judges' scores were 119-108, 119-108, and 120-107 in favor of Bivol. According to CompuBox, Bivol landed 188 of his 652 punches with a 29% connection rate, while Castillo landed 98 of his 429 punches, achieving a 23% connection rate. On February 19, 2021, it was announced that Dmitry Bivol would defend his WBA Super title for the 2nd time, and his opponent would be Craig Richards, who was ranked #8 in the WBA light heavyweight rankings. The unbeaten Russian beast defended his WBA light heavyweight title with a points victory over Craig Richards. Bivol appeared to dominate the first 8 rounds of the fight, while Richards managed to secure the last 4 rounds. After the fight, Bivol expressed his readiness to take on other light heavyweight champions in a title unification bout, saying, "It doesn't matter who wants to fight me. I'm open to facing anyone in the light heavyweight division." On November 22, 2021, it was announced that Dmitry Bivol would defend his WBA Super light heavyweight title for the 3rd time, this time against Umar Salamov. Bivol successfully defended his title with a convincing unanimous decision victory. 2 judges scored the fight 118-110 in his favor, while the 3rd judge gave him a score of 119-109. On February 25, 2022, it was announced that Dmitry Bivol would have his 4th title defense, this time against the 4-division world champion Canelo Alvarez. The fight was scheduled for May 7th. It's important to note that the fight was allowed to happen, even though some boxing organizations had blocked championship fights involving Russian and Belarusian boxers due to the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. Bivol emerged as the winner by unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored the fight 115-113 in his favor after 12 rounds. According to CompuBox punch statistics, Bivol outperformed Alvarez in each round of the fight, landing a total of 152 punches out of 710 thrown, 21%, whereas Alvarez connected with 84 out of 495 punches thrown, 17%. Despite the general public's belief that Bivol deserved the victory, Alvarez disagreed, stating in his post-fight interview that he didn't feel like he had lost the fight. He expressed his belief that Bivol had won only 4 or 5 rounds and expressed a desire for a rematch, saying, "We want the rematch, and we're going to do better in the rematch." On July 11, 2022, the WBA ordered Dmitry Bivol to defend his title against top contender Gilberto Ramirez. Bivol won the fight with a unanimous decision, as all 3 judges scored it 117, 111, 117, 111, and 118-110 in his favor. Bivol outperformed Ramirez by landing 131 punches to 107 in total, and 64 jabs to 38, even though his opponent held a slight 69-67 advantage in power punches. In the post-fight interview, Bivol expressed his desire to have a title unification bout against the unified light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev. He was later recognized as the 2022 The Ring Fighter of the Year. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the action, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more. Stay strong. Until next time.